Here's a big surprise from one of our co-sponsors of Crucial Choice. 5 scholarships for 5 lucky students valued at $10,000 each for any student who wants to enroll in one of the foundation or undergraduate programs featured in this show. Terms and conditions do apply. Send us an email at choice@crucialchoice.org and write scholarship in the subject line. Add your name, contact information, and country where you'd like to study. Hello and welcome to yet another episode of Crucial Choice, the only show on careers and higher education. I'm your host, Shane Phillips. In this episode, we'll be looking at careers in medicine and allied fields, similar but different, yet all clubbed together in this episode due to popular demand from our student friends and audience. Please continue to send your suggestions to choice@crucialchoice.org, and we'll try to incorporate all of your questions and suggestions in our program. Medical professionals can either focus in one area of study or treat a broad range of conditions as generalists. The areas of specialization include pediatrics, neurology, surgery. There is a very long list. But today we have 3 young, bright minds who have chosen the medical profession. Let's find out who they are and why they have chosen this field. Anam, welcome to Crucial Choice.
Thank you.
Welcome to the show, Cheryne.
Thank you.
And welcome, Varun.
Thank you.
So, Anam, where were you born and how long have you been in Dubai?
I was born in India and I've lived in Dubai for around 8 to 10 years now.
So a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And which area of study have you chosen?
Veterinary medicine.
And which stage are you in?
I just finished my first year, so I'll be going to the second year now.
In which school and which program?
I'm in the University of Glasgow.
Excellent. So you're entering your second year.
Mm-hmm.
Well on your way to becoming a veterinarian.
Yep.
And Cheryne, where were you born and how long have you been in Dubai for?
I was born in the US and I've been in Dubai for my whole life, so 16 years now.
And what grade are you in?
I'm in grade 11.
And what area of study have you chosen?
I've chosen medicine.
And what do you want to be?
I would like to specialize in neurosurgery.
And Varun?
I'm born in India and I've been in Dubai for the past almost 5 years now. I want to go into medicine, and for specialty I would like to choose cardiology.
Is there anything that made you choose that?
Yeah, that my intense desire with the human heart and to save precious human lives as a doctor.
What was really the driving force in you picking a veterinarian? Is it to treat disease? Is it to be part of the medical profession? Or is it to generate oodles and oodles of money?
I feel like for anyone who wants to be a doctor, it's basically to save lives. And money is obviously a part of it, because you cannot save lives without having the money, without having the resources to do so. And I feel like there are so many people to care for humans, to want to be human doctors, and there are hardly a few who want to be vets. So I want to be a vet. I want to be the next James Herriot.
Okay, who's James Herriot?
He's one of the most famous vets in the world.
Oh, okay. And Cheryne, what was the driving force for you? Is it saving lives, making money, or just chasing up what you love?
Yeah, definitely saving lives. And as she said, like, in order to be a doctor, like, it's not about the money, to be honest. Like, personally, I think to save lives, like, it has to be something in you.
The profession can provide a good income. I mean, generally doctors are some of the best paid in the market, but the money doesn't come easy. You know, what do you think your first few years as a doctor will be like, Varun?
Let's say the first 5 years would be tough.
And then?
And then after that, gradually your pay would increase and, it'll go good. And more hospitals will be willing to recruit you as you have gained a lot of experience.
So to become a cardiologist, how much schooling do you have to do?
After your grade 12 results, you have to go through 5 to 6 years of your MBBS, that's your undergraduate, and it take at least 3 years for your MD. After that, 1 year of internship, and there you go.
And to be a veterinarian, how many years of study do you have to go through?
It's 5 years of BVMS, that is Bachelor's of Veterinary Medicine and Surgery. And then you can think of specializing in equine, small animals, or whatever else it is that you're interested in. BVMS is 5 years, and specialization would be 2 or 3 years, depending on what you want to do.
And Cheryne, how long does it take to become a neurosurgeon? It sounds quite daunting.
It depends on the country you go to, because then you have to go for pre-med if you go to the US, and so if anywhere else in general, you just need to go through like around 4 to 6 years, depending on the country. And then your internship, and then you specialize. So overall, like around 12 years.
So what do you think are the core skill sets you need as a doctor?
I feel like communication skills would be one of the most important. For me, animal handling skills, instrument handling skills, and the ability to be empathetic more than sympathetic.
Aren't you worried you get bitten or anything like that?
No. We're taught to do it without getting bitten or harmed by the animal. So vet school teaches you how to handle them right.
And Cheryne, what are the core skills you think you need as a neurosurgeon?
I think, as she said, communication skills is very, very important so that you can interact with the other medical professions around you. And also risk-taking, definitely, because you don't know what's going to come for you, so you need to be able to take risks in the moment and just, yeah.
And Varun, what do you think are the key skills you need as a...
The key skills required are obviously communication, and second comes perseverance and hard work. And you should always take responsibility for your actions, because you simply didn't go through 9 or 10 years of med school, and you have to always take responsibility for action. And hard work is the key to success. That is another thing.
How much do you study now when you say hard work is the key to success?
I do not study much, only 6 to 7 hours a day.
Plus your regular schoolwork.
Plus regular school.
So you have a very strong work ethic. Anam, aren't you worried that when someone's animal's sick or it has a contagious disease, or even if that disease is airborne, they're going to bring that to their vet, and then you are also at risk?
Not all diseases that animals carry are contagious to humans. Secondly, at vet school, we're taught to be safe as vets and not come in contact with fluids or even wear face masks. And I feel like if there's something new, like say Ebola, it's always very exciting for a vet to see something new. So, yeah.
To see something new like Ebola?
Yeah, it is exciting.
So, Cheryne, are you as excited as Anam is about being in contact with possibly deadly diseases?
Yeah, it's exciting to see something new. But then again, people are dying, but those are the risks that come with the profession.
Varun, do you find it exciting as well?
Yes, I find it exciting because whenever you see a new contagious disease, it opens a whole new dimension of medicine to you. You find new disease and you can cure it.
For example, as a doctor, you didn't really have a good salary or wasn't really financially rewarding. Would you still want to be a doctor?
No. The major factor that I'm there in the medical field is for the money. Money plays a big factor. I'm really keen on saving human lives, but then also in my back of my mind, I have the money factor that I'll have a very sound future and a sound income with the money that I'll earn.
So there you have it. It's work, work, work if you want to be in the medical profession. And after the break, we're going to find out how these 3 students plan on going about getting their college degrees and further study. Here's a big surprise from one of our co-sponsors of Crucial Choice. 5 scholarships for 5 lucky students valued at $10,000 each for any student who wants to enroll in one of the foundation or undergraduate programs featured in this show. Terms and conditions do apply. Send us an email at choice@crucialchoice.org and write scholarship in the subject line. Add your name, contact information, and country where you'd like to study. Welcome back. We're now going to find out what it takes to get into medical school in the subcontinent, in Europe, and the UK. So, Anam, you decided to go to Scotland.
Yes.
What were the requirements like? Is it harder than getting into the US? Is it easier?
I applied to 4 veterinary schools in the UK, and I applied to 1 animal behaviorology school through UCAS. They send you a conditional offer with your predicted grades, and then they'll send you your actual offer after board results come in. You send it to them. And you do have to give an interview to get into vet school. So they see your passion, they judge the kind of person you are. in the interview.
That is conducted by professors or actual veterinarians?
All our professors are veterinarians.
Okay. And Cheryne,
The country I've chosen, Czech Republic.
why did you choose the Czech Republic?
I've chosen Czech Republic because it's easier to get into, especially for the curriculum I've chosen, so the IB. Yeah, you don't need as many points. I don't remember the exact specific points, but it's not as much as in Europe in general. And the university, Charles University I've chosen, is one of the oldest, and the degree you get from it is recognized in Europe and in the US. So
In India, basically there is a central pre-medical test that you have to clear. Depending on the scores, most colleges will take you. And there are other tests such as AIMS, MBBS, then JIPMER are there for different colleges. But for a central NEET is there, and you have to get a particular cutoff score. The test is out of 700, and basically you are good to go if you have more than 550 or 600. Most colleges, most government colleges will be willing to accept you, and the fees that you have to pay is very less. Yeah, and also your board results, when they'll come out, you have to submit it to the university. There will be a follow-up interview, and if you clear the interview, then they take you in.
Or how do you prep for these type of courses or these type of tests?
I do it on my own, but obviously I take online practice and mock tests, which you will just pay for them. It's a nominal fees, and you can regularly, compete all throughout the India. So you can see your mistakes, and you can do expert analysis, and all India scores you can view. You see where your timing is.
And Anam, did you use, because you're already in the university, did you use any of these programs?
I did not have to give an entrance exam to get into the UK. Usually for medicine you do have to give your UK CAT, but for veterinary medicine I did not need any other entrance, like apart from my IELTS, which is an English language test.
And Cheryne, what are you planning to do?
I've done several exams. I've done the ACT, which is the alternative to SAT, the SAT, because I was also planning on applying to the US. Like, I've also practiced for the UK CAT, just so I can have different options. But for Czech Republic in particular, actually, you need to do like a specific test that they ask for.
So you need to start preparing 2 years before you go to the university. I mean, Anam, when you started, how far out did you start your preparations?
I needed work experience, so I started working on this horse farm and at this clinic in my last year, at the beginning of my 12th grade. And I gave my IELTS somewhere around summer, and then I had to apply in October. So I had to submit all of that along with my predicted grades.
And Cheryne, you're in grade 11, so you're starting 2 years out.
Yes.
And Varun, how far back did you start your preparations for university?
I started 1 year back because the syllabus for NEET is grade 11 and grade 12. So basically you start preparing properly and very hard from grade 11 itself and grade 12. That's your syllabus.
Varun, if you did not get into medical school, what would have been your plan B?
I would most probably drop 1 year and prepare again for my entrance with full dedication and give it again.
You would have gone for India, or you would have switched countries maybe?
I would have switched country. I would have gone for abroad, like Czech Republic, Germany is there.
Will Smith, you know, the famous actor, he always says, don't have a plan B, it'll just distract you from plan A.
If you have a plan B, you'll always think, okay, if I don't do this well, I can go for another option. But you must always have fixed mind that I should do this well. I shouldn't have any other distraction that if this doesn't happen, I can go for engineering or any other course. So best to keep your mind focused on one thing, and then you will surely get it.
And Cheryne, are you as dogmatic in your approach to your profession as...
If you asked me 1 year ago, I would have said medicine is what I want to do, and it's still what I want to do. But when I got into high school, I realized that it's very, very difficult. So I did come up with some alternative courses. So my other interest is history, so anything to do with history, or that would be my alternative.
And Anam, if you did not get into veterinary school, what would you have done?
I had applied to a few colleges in Australia. I had an offer from a few, including Charles Stewart University. And if not, I'd take a pathway program in the UK, and that would lead me to veterinary medicine.
So again, you would not have quit?
No.
You would have become a vet?
There is nothing else for me. There is no other medical career for me.
So you mentioned there's a few other qualifying pathways you could have gone rather than, what were some of those?
There are a few colleges in the UK who provide a foundation year, like a foundation course, that leads you on to whatever you want to do. So I would probably go for that.
And so your advice to anyone out there is pick a profession, stick to it, and
Get there.
And Varun, what would your advice be then?
My advice would be to start early. Just as your 10th grade gets over, you have these 2 years, 11th and 12th, very crucial for you. Don't waste a single minute. Study all the time you can get. Join in entrance coaching if you're not confident enough, and always take advice from your teachers. Study the coaching material, buy as many books as you can, and authentic books, and practice the material as many times as you can.
So, Cheryne, is there certain select courses you need to take in high school to prepare yourself for the medical profession?
Yeah, you need to choose some very specific subjects. So basically, I'm in the IB, which is the International Baccalaureate program. And basically, in this program, you have two choices. So there's the diploma program, which is for people who want to go straight to university and know what they want to do. Or there's the IB careers program, which is for people who just want to go straight into work. So for medicine, obviously, you need to choose the DP program. And most universities, they ask for chemistry, biology, maths, or physics. So I've chosen biology and chemistry and maths.
So Varun, what's the curriculum you're taking in preparation for the medical profession?
For all India level, I'm taking CBSE. And in that, the particular subjects which are required for your entrance are physics, chemistry, and biology. And you have optional subjects like maths, or you can choose between IP.
Varun, Cheryne, and Anam, thank you so much for coming on Crucial Choice. We look forward to watching your careers blossom as medical professionals.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So there you have it, a glimpse in what it takes to get into medical college. And as Anam mentioned, one option is to take a foundation course at an institution. Coming up after the break, we're going to give you a first-hand view. Here's a big surprise from one of our co-sponsors of Crucial Choice. 5 scholarships for 5 lucky students valued at $10,000 each for any student who wants to enroll in one of the foundation or undergraduate programs featured in this show. Terms and conditions do apply. Send us an email at choice@crucialchoice.org and write scholarship in the subject line. Add your name, contact information, and country where you'd like to study. Welcome back. As we've just seen, the medical profession demands complete dedication and all your time. As Cheryne has said, in order to get into the best medical schools, you need to have absolutely top high school marks. Varun's interested in studying in India, and Anam has said she was open to taking a foundation course to get into the medical school of her dream. Also on today's show, one of the students had mentioned the Charles Sturt University in Australia. So we've spoken to Dr. Jeff Gosper at CSU Study Centre in Sydney.
Hi Shane, and hi to all the students there with you. The student experience is a really important one, and one that we take very, very seriously. We want students to be fulfilled. We want to focus on the whole experience, developing students as they develop their own careers. In the study centres we have in Sydney, Melbourne and Brisbane, we really are looking at developing students through small classes, which is really important to us. Students get lost in the massive universities and massive lecture theatres. We want to make sure that students are able to interact with their lecturers. They're able to really do practical exercises and learn from professionals. We use a lot of professionals. And so the student experience in Sydney and Melbourne and Brisbane is one of having hands-on experience, developing the knowledge, and really going forward and knowing the people you're working with.
Hi, I'm Shanika. I'm a graduate of Charles Sturt University. Since I was little, I've always loved numbers. So I knew that if I chose a field, it was going to be something to do with numbers. After I finished the Bachelor of Accounting in Charles Sturt University, I decided I wanted to become a chartered accountant. And that's when I started doing the CA program. And of course, Charles Sturt did help me in a lot of ways to achieving this. When I first landed, the first thing that came to my mind was what a big country this is. And the people were quite friendly, so I felt comfortable. With Charles Sturt University, University. When I first walked in, I didn't know what to expect, but then it was a life-changing experience for me all in all. The first year was just great, learning new things and meeting new people from different cultures. The teachers and the lecturers of Charles University were very helpful. It was not all about studies, they even helped me adjust to life in Australia. With their courses, it's not all about theory. They do emphasize on the practical side of it, and it did help me when it came to entering the workforce. Charles University, it really encouraged people to do well, not only in their studies, but also to do well in the workforce. Just after my degree, I did start an internship with the help of Charles University, and that's how I got into UNICEF. And then they decided to keep me because they thought I was good at what I did. And of course, that base came from Charles University. It was a great experience, all in all. I did do well in my studies, but I did not forget to enjoy life and live life to the fullest. Deciding to leave your family and friends and coming to a whole new country could be quite overwhelming and challenging. I guess if you do your proper research and know what you're getting yourself into, no one can really stop you from achieving your career goals.
If you stay focused and work hard, no one can stop you from achieving your goals. And when you're choosing your career, ask yourself, is this something that I want to do for the rest of my life? And when choosing your university, make sure you research it well. And if you have any questions, email us at choice@crucialchoice.org and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. In the meantime, stay tuned every week for insights on careers and higher education. I'm your host, Shane Phillips, saying bye for now.